Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another new edition of Africa Today, where we get you the latest news taking place on the African scene. And we start off with the major top stories. The United States government has informed Nigeria of its resolve to strike a new deal that will enable the Nigerian armed forces get concrete military assistance, including the supply of arms from the U.S. to combat terrorism. This was the pledge made by U.S. President Donald Trump when he called President Muhammadu Buhari on telephone on Monday to discuss the relationship between the two countries for the first time since he assumed office in January this year. And moving on to Libya, the European Union is touting a plan it says will help Libya curb the number of migrants leaving its shores. Spokesman for European Council President Donald Tusk says the EU has already trained about 90 Libyan Coast Guard members as part of its Operation Sophia, a joint naval operation meant to stop human smugglers and block smuggling routes. However, some advocates believe the plan does little more than trap African and Middle Eastern migrants in a war zone. And moving on to our special reports, and from South Africa, at least 15 houses, either belonging or rented by foreigners, especially Nigerians, have been burned by angry demonstrators in Rosetteville, Johannesburg, South Africa. More details in this report.
Tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse crowds after scores of houses were burned down in the capital Johannesburg belonging to or rented by foreigners, but the protesters were not deterred. 2 houses were alleged to have been burnt during the protests in the region as police tried to contain the angry crowd but were unable as they continued to burn down more houses belonging to drug lords in the region. The residents are angry that foreign nationals had turned the neighborhood into a drug haven, they say. Africa Review has said some shops belonging to foreign nationals in the area were also looted. South Africa residents in the area claim Nigerians had illegally taken over most properties and turned them into drug and prostitution dens. The African Diaspora Forum chairperson, Mark Gafu, who confirmed the attacks, blamed Mayor for his comments. In early December, he had mentioned that illegal immigrants in the country should be treated as criminals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and moving on to Somalia, the election of Mohamed Abdullah Farmajo as Somalia's president has inspired optimism for the future of Somalia. We have more details in this report.
1 week through the election of Somalia's new president, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, Mohamed and a number of observers say it signals a progress and a continuing gradual departure from ethnic division. They say it heralds a new era of Somali unity. This peaceful transition of power further strengthens the commitment to fully adopt the principles of democracy. They also say the inter-clan and intergenerational jubilations across Somalia at the elections and across the neighboring countries and within the Somali diaspora demonstrated that the new president's reputation transcends clan loyalties and that he has a clear public mandate. They also say that, make no mistake, from the public perspective, this is a time of reckoning. The Implementation Authority was divided between an Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, and UN SOM. Meanwhile, due to lack of an interconnected and unified security force that could be referred to as a national army or defense force, the government and the nation as a whole rely heavily on AMISOM and other paramilitary groups ranging from clan militias and contracted mercenaries who are accountable to no one. Though in the beginning of its mission AMISOM contributed to the stabilization of Somalia, it became a hopelessly failed enterprise the minute Ethiopia and Kenya became part of it. Now AMISOM is operating on a different agenda. Ironically, the African Union's AMISOM's timeline for withdrawal is set for 2020, when the next election will take place.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with this special report from Ghana, Ghanaian farmers are taking part in a program that's promoting the cultivation of sweet potato and consumption of a variety known as the orange flesh sweet potato. We have the details in this report.
Region. Many are part of a program in the region that is promoting consumption of a variety known as the orange-fleshed sweet potato. Sweet potatoes require fewer inputs and less labor compared to other food crops like maize. According to the International Potato Center, an agricultural research organization, they are also hardy and more tolerant to harsh conditions like dry spells and poor soils. Sweet potatoes can also stay in the soil long after maturity, making the time of harvest less critical. Research scientists say the Eastern and Southern Africans are using sweet potato more than West Africans, and so that is why there is a need for more promotional activities to raise awareness of the crop as a healthy crop because of the vitamin A content. Farmers and entrepreneurs have been investing in the crop since the program was introduced by the government and its partners. They have also found ways to sell value-added products made from sweet potatoes. Some bakeries make sweet potato bread, and sweet potato flour can also go into snacks like scones and cakes. Apart from being rich in carbohydrates, sweet potatoes also contain vitamins, zinc and iron, making them highly nutritious. Researchers in Ghana have set a target to reach about 500,000 households with sweet potatoes by 2020. Researchers say that with changing weather patterns, farmers are being encouraged to take up alternative crops like sweet potatoes that are not only resilient, productive and nutritious, but also offer better returns.